Well, there's another lizard who has a really cool tail, and it's a big one, and that's the iguana. Check out this guy. She's beautiful, isn't she, Dr. Wood?
She is. This is Bella.
All right, and Bella's a green iguana, right?
Yep, she sure is.
All right, she's huge.
She is huge.
So tell me about her.
So, you know, one of the biggest things is people walk through a lot of pet stores and see these cute little green iguanas. The downside is that Bella here I've been caring for 8 years. And she started out tiny with her owner.
Tiny, how tiny?
Tiny as in from mouth to their rectum. She was about 6-7 inches long.
Okay, which is about the top of the tail, right?
Yep, top of the tail area.
So usually you see those size iguanas at pet stores, like on the big box store.
You sure do.
And it's probably not a good idea to get one.
I think what people need to do is educate and make sure that they're committed to what they're about to purchase. Her owner has made a commitment.
Yeah.
And we're only at 8 years out of 15 to 25.
Yeah, so how big can these green iguanas get?
So the females are a little bit smaller than males. She has a much more narrow head. We'll pull out a boy here in a little while. It's not quite as tall, but she's gonna get a little bit bulkier, not necessarily much longer. She's getting towards the peak of her size, if you will. From here, she can just get obese.
Yeah, okay, so she's about as long as she's gonna get, but she can get fatter.
Correct.
Right. Just like the rest of us.
Yep.
So now she's got this flap.
Yeah, her
hanging down.
dewlap right here.
Okay, tell us what that dewlap is.
So a dewlap, you know, a lot of times it's used for making themselves look bigger. Males will use it to either attract females or warn off other males or challenging males for females. But it's all about defense mechanisms most commonly.
Right, so what she's doing right now, if you see her moving, she's posturing herself because iguanas like to be as high as possible.
They do.
Right? And so naturally, she's doing what she naturally does.
Trying to get to the highest point in here in this room.
Very cool. Now, cool things about iguanas is they absorb moisture through their skin.
They do.
And what's the purpose of that?
Well, so a lot of evolutionary, if you think about it, puddles harbor parasites, bacteria, so probably not the freshest of water. And so they like to drink fresh flowing water. Reptiles can't always consume enough water to have adequate shedding. And so Bella's owner gives her a good soak in a full-size bathtub pretty regularly to allow that skin to absorb not only water, but also to make things soggy so when it comes time to shed, she has full sheds.
So they shed just like snakes?
They sure do.
Okay, how often?
It's all based off of rate of growth. Juveniles shed more frequently than adults because they're growing a lot faster.
Right. So interesting fact is that iguanas that are in captivity, one of the biggest problems they have is that they're actually not fed enough and they're malnourished.
Correct.
So what's the good practice on that?
Ideally, so as herbivores, they eat plant matter, which makes life really great as big lizards. They'll eat some insects when they're smaller, but you can imagine there's not enough insects in a day to fill this lizard. So, you know, fresh greens are the most important thing. There's also different extruded pelleted diets that are out there that can be fed as well. Ideally, feeding a little bit every single day. Bella, you being complicated, come here, little nugget.
All right, just keep going with it.
So they need fresh greens daily with calcium and D3 supplementation. Metabolic bone disease is one of the largest processes that without calcium can hit up any reptile. So these owners have to be educated on what a nutritional diet is.
Yeah, so they eat a lot of dark leafy greens like turnips and things like that. So check him out right now. What he's doing is called posturing. He's got that dewlap stuck out there. He's got those cheeks puffed out, and now he's standing up on those legs, making himself look bigger than he actually is. He does that for 2 reasons. One is, well, he's trying to look good for the ladies, and he's trying to attract a mate. But the other reason is, if he feels like he's intimidated, or he's trying to flex out, if somebody's in his territory, he'll make himself look like this to get them to stay away from him. What a beautiful, magnificent creature he is. Check him out. He's awesome. Look at him.